In this video, I share 7 Canva hacks to help you up your real estate game. So get ready to discover some unique Canva tools that will not only help you design more efficiently on Canva, but obviously help you improve your marketing and overall branding, because that is what we are all about on this channel. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Now, the first tool I have is the Canva Draw tool. Now, shout out to Tana Springer, an agent with Agent Wolfpack here at eXp Realty. What's up, girl? Thank you so much for giving me this idea. So essentially, she asked me a question as to how we can annotate pictures, and in this case, drone photos or some kind of drone development photos. Now, in Canva, as I said, there is this draw tool, which you'll see right over here, this draw tool, and you can very well just use it as a pen. Give it a second to load. You can choose either this one, this marker, or that marker, or this highlighter one here. So I'm going to use this one here, and you can change the colors, obviously, and you can also change the width and the transparency, if you will. So let's say you wanted to create an annotation on the image here. You could draw a line to be like, this is the property line, like kind of like that. Oh, don't do that. Like that. And you can make those annotations, or if you want it to be kind of quirky, what you could do in this case is draw an arrow pointing at some aspect of the property. So if I go to this white here, I could say, pointing in here, I can make a little arrow. I could go in and grab a text box. So I'm going to put, I'm going to hit this for a second, and I'm going to put T on my keyboard for text box, and let's say this is a theater. Spelled right. The theater here, I'm going to obviously change the color of that. I'm going to go into effects, actually. I'm going to go into effects, and then I'm going to choose this background here, and I'm going to make it red to fit that. I might change the text to white, make it, it's already bolded, but there you go. You can annotate that. Or let's say if there was like a pool in the background or pool in there, you could point with an arrow, a pool here. But this is just something you can do very quickly on Canva to annotate your pictures. And then once you're done, just go ahead to hit the share button and download the image as either a PNG here or a JPEG, and you are set to go. So hopefully that was helpful. So thank you, Tana. Oh, and this is a little baby hack. So there's different ways you can view your canvas on Canva. If you see this little arrow button up here, this will actually show you the thumbnails of your page. So if you have multiple pages, you can kind of do it like that. I was practicing this before the video, but just as a little FYI, you can hide the pages, or you can view, your designs in the grid view with the multiple pages. But I just figured that I would just show you what that would look like. So if you hide the pages, you have this scrolling effect. If you hit this button up here, it'll show you kind of the timeline of all of your pages at the bottom, which I think is quite helpful. So if you watch my channel, I love Canva websites. And there's this little hack that I have that will make your website look so good. So let me show you. So this is just a demo of one of my designs I have here. I sell Canva templates on Etsy. If you didn't know, this is the agent, real estate agent website template here. But as you can see here, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, give me a second, then we scroll all the way down, I have this little piece of baby text at the bottom that says back to the top. If you click that, what is it gonna do? Back to the top. Ugh, so satisfying. And it's really easy to do, so let me show you. Alrighty, so here we are at the back end of this particular Canva website design. I'm just going to go ahead and hit edit design because this is already published. Again, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And basically what we are doing is hyperlinking a piece of text to one of the pages on this Canva website. So to simply do this, I'm just going to add another page here. And I'm going to make it red so I do not confuse myself. I'm going to make it red, and then I just pull this up to make it kind of a footer. And very simply, you go in, let's grab a text box, T for text box. You can name this whatever you choose. Let's just obviously go back to the top. Or you could also hyperlink an element if you wanted to. So you can just hyperlink a button, or sorry, an arrow if you wanted to. Arrow, let's try that. You can do one of these boys, like that. Oh, let's zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And you know what? Let's do something like this, like that. And you know what? I'm gonna make this black. And for the sake of this video, let's not do that. Let's group this together. So I'm going to center it, I'm going to group it, and now I can go in and hit this 3 dots here, go to more, and then I lied, it's not going to work. Okay, ungroup. We'll have to hyperlink them individually. So I'm going to hit the arrow there, hit the 3 dots. We're going to go to link, and it's going to show you, if you scroll down here, it's going to show you the pages within your design here. So I want it to be linked to the top. So I'm just going to link it to the header. So it's going to be page 2 in this case. I'm going to hit done. And then I'm going to also click the text box, hit the more button, and we're going to link it to page number 2. And then at this point, it's going to give you this underline, which I do not like. So I always remove the underline by hitting the text box. I remove the underline, and in this case we can then go ahead and group the elements after we've hyperlinked them, and we can go ahead and test this. So I'm just going to go into the preview tab here, and let us scroll down to the bottom once it loads up in the preview. So I'm just going to hit this contact, boom, down there, and then scroll down, and if we hit back to the top, it should work. Go back down. If we hit the arrow button, it should also take us to the top. Now, if we go into the mobile preview, we can see here that we have our navigation on the side here. If we go to contact, it'll bring us down. Scroll down, we can see here back to the top again. If we click that, it should bring us back to the top. It's just linked to the first initial header page here, which is in this case is going to be page 2, but in your case will probably be page 1. Sorry for the interruption. Let me drop this introduction. I sell Canva templates on SE for my real estate agent besties. I don't have to be on this track because I am not a rapper, a singer. All I do is help agents prosper. Scan this code and you'll be a winner. Or find the link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below, and let's get back to the video. Okay, bye. So for this hack, I'm not really sure what to name it or call it, but it's in relation to folders. Now on the Canva editing window, we can access previous folders of designs, and this makes it easy for us to design. So let me just go ahead and show you. So this right here is a canvas for typically a Facebook cover page. If I go to file, this is what the dimensions are right there. Now let's say I want to basically make a Facebook cover that is emulated from my YouTube banner. So if I go to my projects tab here, I can look for that specific YouTube banner design that I've already previously made. And this one here, this is my 2023 banners. But if I click on this, this is a design of 13 pages. But let's say I like this one and I want all the elements of this design to be here. So if I just click on this design here, it should populate into here with all of the designs that are clickable. So if I go to positions, you can see that everything here is indeed an element that I can expand. So I can go in here, just select it all, select that as well. Ooh. Let's do that. Okay, we selected everything, and we can just go in and expand this bad boy like that. This is a really old banner, but there you go. I'm just gonna do that, so that way you don't have to go through the hassle of redesigning what you already have. So I don't know, that's what I thought was really cool. So then now you have a Facebook banner, and so that way all of your platforms are going to be consistent in the way that it looks, because that's what branding is to make sure that wherever you are, you look the same. We are continuing on with folders because, I mean, just, you have to see this. So on Canva, if you are on the home page, go to the projects tab here, and typically what I would do when it comes to designing my thumbnails for my YouTube videos, I take the screenshot thumbnail And then I will put those images into a designated folder. So if you want to create a new folder on Canva, just go to add new, add folder, and name this whatever you want. And this folder will then become essentially your assets folder. And again, as mentioned, you can access this folder within the Canva editing window. So if I go over to this particular canvas here, you can see here this is a thumbnail screenshot I took, so you can go from this to that. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do that, I do have a previous tutorial that you can check out, so link in the cards above and in the description box down below. But with that said, again, we want to access the projects tab here. You want to look for that specific folder you have named, and once you open it up, it's going to actually live on the panel here on the left hand side. I've named mine headshots, and this is the designated folder of all of my thumbnail pictures. So when I am, in this case, designing my thumbnails, I just take the screenshot, upload it into this designated folder via whatever is on my desktop, and then I just click on and I start to do my designing. So this way, you don't necessarily have to upload your images to the Uploads tab here. You can keep yourself very organized by keeping your assets organized into the designated folder. Do you see why I love Canva folders? We are all about efficiency on Canva, and there is a specific video setting that you can turn on when you export the videos, which is going to make your life so much easier. So here I have a document of client testimonials, which I generated using Canva bulk rate. If you want to learn how to do that, check out the video linked in the cards above and in the description box down below. But essentially, if I open up this here, duration, it's going to show you that these are actually playable videos because I have put an animation on the text to create that typewriting effect. So when I go to post this to social media, this obviously needs to be a video. Now, if we go over to the share button here, go to Les Downloads. Obviously, you want to have your file type as MP4 video file. Now, if you wanted to, you could up the quality of this particular design if you wanted to, which is a Canva Pro feature. And let me just, Canva Pro, 30 days free, scan the code. And then we want to select all the pages, which we already have selected. And in this case, you want to toggle this thing on. It says download pages as separate files. Again, that is also a Canva Pro tool. So when you go to toggle this on and you hit download, what is going to happen is that Canva now knows to download each video separately, but within one export session. So basically, you're going to get a zip file of each individual video. Sorry for hitting my mic. And if you had not toggled this on, Canva would assume that this one entire timeline is one video, and so would export all of the how many pages you have as one single video, which not cool. So hopefully you give that a go. Next up, we have Canva mockups. Now there are several ways you can access this particular app within Canva. So let me go ahead and show you. Now on the home page, if you are on your left-hand side panel here, you should see that there is this app kind of toggle here. And if we scroll all the way down, you should see mockups. Now this, for some reason, changes places. Sometimes it's in a different tab and it's not there, but any which way, if you click on that, you find mockups, it's going to bring you to this particular page or homepage, and you can go in and see if you want desktops, you can go in and see more of the designs here. And if you like one, you can just click on it and then select, and then you can upload an image of whatever you want here. Now you can do that from the home page, or you can do that within the design window. So let me go ahead and open up this page here. If you go into the apps section, again, search for mockups here. You should find this tab or this tile here, and you can see that we have all of these here. Now, for some reason, I feel like you have more options when you do mockups on the Canva homepage versus mockups within the app within the design window. Now, sometimes Canva doesn't have what I want, and so a workaround as to how I do that is this. So if I go into the Elements tab here, and let's say I want a realistic iPad frame. So typically you're going to get frames like this, which is okay. It's alright. It's pretty good. But typically, I like images like this. Here, if we go to graphics, you can see here we have this one, or we have this one, which also has like a bit of a shadow. And now, obviously, you can't drag and drop an image and it will plop right in there. You'll have to do a little bit of finessing, if you will. And to do that, in this case, what I would do is, again, go into the Elements library. I scroll down and I grab a frame here. It's a simple frame, and what I do is I try my best to just line this frame up within that blank white space. Just like that, a little bit. Move it down. And just to make it more realistic, what I'm going to do is go into this border style here. And I'm actually going to round out the corners so it looks like it is indeed a frame. So I'm going to do that. And do that. Now at this point, because this is a frame, you can drop in either a video or just a still photo. So in this case, this is great for doing your buyer or seller guide mock-up. So let's say you have a lead magnet and you're offering your guide. You want to have a nice image of what your guide would look like. So in this case, I have some of my pictures here. So in this case, I would just click and drag into here, and that's what it would look like. And yes, I do sell these templates on my Etsy shop, so give it a looky-loo if you don't want to spend the time to make the design. All right, so that's what that would look like if you just do the still image. And if I duplicate this page here, let me see if I can find a video. So I'm just going to go into, let's see, again, go into my other folders here. I'm going to grab this random video here and put it in like that. And that's what that would look like. You might need to make this a little bit, fix it up just like that. Get the guide. There you go. You can put an image in there. Obviously, you can play around with trimming it, the playback times. If you want to make it a little bit slower, in this case, make what you have. This is just a screen recording of this particular landing page, which you can also find on my Etsy shop. I don't know about you, but I know about me. And I have been waiting for this day. I have been waiting for Canva to do this, and the day has finally come. We are now able to download GIFs with a transparent background. Do you know? So good. So here is a video that I have. It's a little clip of me. I've already removed the background in this case. And what I want to do is export this as a transparent GIF. Okay, so you go to the share button up here, go to downloads, and go to the file type. We need to change it to GIF. Okay, and you'll see here this little toggle that says transparent background. Turn that on. Yes, it is indeed a Canva Pro tool, but so worth it, because as you can see with these little pop-up animations, those are GIFs that I made on Canva. Now this particular GIF here is in this pop-up here. Do you see that? It's so cute. And if you want to learn how to make your own GIF of yourself that you can use on your Instagram stories, then be sure to check out the video linked in the cards above and in the description box down below, because it's actually really easy and super simple to do on Canva. If you made it to the end of this video, then you know what it is, you know what to do. Yeah, comment down below #NCrew so I know you are a real one. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it amongst your fellow real estate brothers and sisters. And if you would like to learn more Canva hacks to up your real estate game, then check out this playlist here where you can get all the Canva hacks on steroids. So if you're ready, get ready to click in 3, 2, 1.